Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mars will move out of Ardra Nakshatra and it will move in Punarvasu Nakshatra on 22nd of April. While Mars was in Ardra, Mars created a lot of problems for a lot of people. Because Ardra is a nakshatra of chaos, a good chaos, a chaos that is necessary, but still chaos is chaos. It was high on energy and high on, random events that might have troubled a lot of people, especially those who have a very profound and active Mars in the birth chart. And now this Mars is going to be out of Ardra Nakshatra exactly on the day Jupiter makes its move in the zodiac sign of Aries. Now Mars will be in Punarvasu, and Punarvasu is called rehabilitation. Rehabilitation in the form of a quiver of arrows, where after the fight in Ardra, the arrows return back to quiver. That means whatever you have lost, you regain during this time. Be it financial, be it moral, be it time, be it efforts. This is the time when you come back to your original state. It is a transit to reinstate, rehabilitate, rejuvenate. So expect those kind of themes when Mars will be in this nakshatra. Till 10th of May, Mars will cover 3 padas of Punarvasu in Gemini, focusing on the communication side of life, focusing on the banking, IT industry, IT enabled services. So if you're associated with that, you will see things will move in the positive direction, especially if you are into a job or if you're doing a business and things were going downhill. You can expect restoration, rehabilitation in any form, be it your image, be it the safety of your career, be it your mental tension. Things will be at ease when Mars will be in Punarvasu. But you must also focus that from 10th till 16th, Mars will be in the final pada of Punarvasu Nakshatra, which falls in Cancer zodiac sign, which means that in that pada, or if you have a planet in final pada of Punarvasu, or if you have Mars in final pada of Punarvasu, this means that you can rehabilitate, you can rejuvenate, but then you have to take the hard way, the tough way. It is not going to be easy on you. So that is one thing which you have to be very careful while you are living your life, while you're planning your life, because if you plan anything between 10th and 16th of May, and if you are expecting recovery, then the recovery will take the harder route. It won't be very easy. It won't just come to you. You will have to go there. Especially this is going to affect people who are medically ill, who can visit doctors. You will see a lot of doctors visit. You will see that you will have to take help while Mars will be in the last pada of Punarvasu. Now Mars in Punarvasu, well, whenever Mars will be in Gemini, it will be in Punarvasu. But what happens this time is that Jupiter is in the zodiac sign of Aries and Punarvasu is the nakshatra of Jupiter. So there is a direct correlation between Jupiter and Mars energy, which in fact brings a lot of life to Jupiter-Rahu conjunction, favoring the Jupiter side. Because Mars presence in Jupiter's nakshatra and then Mars later on going into the zodiac sign of Cancer and then Leo and then Virgo, all being the Jupiter's friend, gives a lot of strength to Jupiter in Aries zodiac sign, because after all, Mars is the dispositor of the Jupiter and Rahu. But one more angle you will have to observe, that Mars and Mercury are in Parivartan Yoga, exchange of zodiac, and Mercury is retrograde from 21st. Mercury will be combust from 24th. Jupiter will be out of combustion from 27th onwards. So you can expect a lot to happen around this Mars. The rehabilitation will involve a lot of push and pull, a lot of illusion, breaking the myths, random events taking you by surprise, and this is the time to go at ease. Don't push yourself, because if you push, you will fall sick. You won't be able to figure out what is right and wrong. This is the time when you have to go slow in your life. Allow the events to happen the way naturally they want to happen. so that slowly you can recover. You take things one by one. Take things as they come and focus on the long term. Because if you try to run fast in an attempt to rehabilitate, this Mars will try to take a different route. This can actually trouble Rahu, which is in Ashwini, which also means dynamic things. This is also the time when you will see a lot of social reforms will come in the society. Some things that was pending will be opened up. It's a good time to restart a new idea. If you have shelved a plan, if you have shelved your company, if you have shelved a process, this is the time to replan it. A lot of things that were put aside will now come back into picture. So you will see these kind of recovery, bouncing back of things will happen during this time, and you must utilize this energy to the fullest to bring your life back on track. And for that you will have to put a lot of hard work, and you will have to go and take the path of discipline. Chanting Hanuman Chalisa will be definitely helpful. Let's understand quickly for each ascendant what this Mars and Punarvasu wants to speak to us. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. Also follow me on Instagram and Telegram for reels and other connections and other stuff. And for consultations, please drop me an email. And you can also subscribe me on Patreon, where I upload some extended version of these transits and some important learning in Vedic astrology. Aries. Mars transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra is very important for you, especially when you regain your strength and then how you use that strength. Punarvasu is only going to give you necessary resources, that too in the third house. This is a time when you can utilize this energy to recalibrate and reschedule your life, make proper planning about your future, and utilize this time until 10th of May while Mars is in Gemini to properly take control of your life. Matters related to real estate will be resolved, and matters related to any fight between your brothers, friends, your immediate circle will also be resolved during this time. People suffering from bone related problem, muscular problems, muscle spasm, neck, spondylitis, any problem related to arm and shoulders will also see some relief. This is a transit of rehabilitation. So if you have any negative habit, then you can actually quit, because this is the time when Jupiter is helping you from the Ascendant. Remember, this transit of Punarvasu is very important because you are ruled by Mars. Chanting Hanuman Chalisa every day, taking the name of Prabhu Shri Ram is going to help you. So try to correct your mistakes and try to remain humble during this time. If you are involved in communication industry, if you are involved in media and communication, or even if you are into wiring business, if you are into business of telecom, BPOs, if you are into the business of IT, you will see, and energy sector, you will see your business reviving during this time, but you will have to focus on cutting down your debts. Taurus. In case of Taurus, Mars and Punarvasu will be affecting your second house, and remember, this is your 12th and 7th house coming into effect. So definitely this is going to create more profits in your business. This can actually reconcile your marriage if you have fought recently. This can bring back lost relation. This can bring families closer. But for that you will have to be humble. You will have to apologize, because Jupiter is also in the 12th house. This gives you a moral understanding of the situation. So through your own words, through your own efforts, you will be able to bring family together. There's a good time, and you will see that there will be some auspicious activity and auspicious expenses in your home. Maybe renovation of your property. Maybe you were losing some money and now you will start gaining it. Good time to bring your lost money back. So work accordingly. If you have lost an opportunity, those opportunities will also come back during this time. This is the transit that will bring back the smile on your face. So try to keep that smile permanent. Mars transit in Punarvasu Nakshatra will also affect people who are involved in food industry and hospitality industry. You will see some positive growth during this time. Overall, Mars aspecting the 5th house also ensures that you take care of your food habits and your lifestyle. Gemini. In case of Gemini, Mars will be on your 1st house until 10th of May in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Definitely this is going to be a very critical time because this is a rehabilitation of your physical strength. Ardra Mars might have put you into a lot of troubles, might have put you into a lot of difficult situation. This Punarvasu Mars will act as a rejuvenating factor and you will gain back all the life, all the time that you have lost. So now you will see that your hard work will start to pay off and you will get new connections and sudden help might come your way that will give you better opportunity. But one thing is for sure that you might have to redo the work. There might be few restarts, so don't be afraid of any major restart. But at least if that solves the problem, then you must see the end result. You will also see that your health will come back, at least to whatever level it can come back if you provide proper efforts. Chanting Hanuman Chalisa, visiting Hanuman temple and avoiding red colors and donating red color food are some of the ways by which you can bring back the energy. And if you can go to a retreat, if you can focus on your health, if you can rejuvenate yourself, that is how you can utilize a Punarvasu Mars. Karka Rashi, Cancer, Lagna and Moon sign. For you, Mars will be in the 12th house. Now, this is going to be a tricky situation because this is a restoration and rehabilitation by being in the 12th house. That means it is a time when you can visit an ashram. People might go to a care center. Some may visit hospital, or you might just be in isolation to recover. This is also going to put you in these kind of situation, and mostly for everybody, isolation will be the case. This isolation can come while you are in depression and you will keep yourself isolated, or this isolation can come as a form of forced social isolation, medical isolation, or you are moving into a different country or city for career or work. That is also one case where you might feel alone, but this loneliness will help you recover. So this is the time when at least half an hour a day, go in deep meditation and focus on your inward energy, and that will bring out the real answer from within you. The solution will come from your own subconscious mind. But this also means in order to gain something, you will have to sacrifice something. Leo. Now in case of Leo as an ascendant, Mars will be in Punarvasu in the 11th house. It's a brilliant transit for you. This transit is going to impact your 9th house and your 4th house. So any matter related to education, visa, foreign travel, real estate, hospitality, transport, travel, and if you want to buy a property, any matters that is stuck because of property, gains are on your way. But then you will have to change the way you approach and communicate because Mercury is also retrograde in Aries zodiac sign. You might have to be very vocal, and you might have to also make people realize your presence. So ensure that you are working more than, you're not casual or you're not lazy, but you're very sincere about your work and you're giving your 200% in the work so that your efforts gets recognized. Overall, this is a gain. It's a transit of gains and it's a transit of network building. Lost connections can come back now. You might also meet a long lost friend. In case of Virgo, this is going to affect your career. So someone who wants to join back the original company, that is possible. If someone who wants to change back to their core industry, that is possible. If the career was going downhill, you can recover from that mental agony of your career declining during this time. But yes, for this you will have to be bold, make necessary changes, work on your own karma, because Mars will aspect your 1st house. You will have to start from your own physical self. Focus on your clothing, focus on your personality, focus on your habits, focus on your actions, focus on your body language, focus on your words, focus on your hairstyle, focus on your physical health by doing yoga, pranayam. It is a transit of overall development, and people who have lost their charm, who have lost their name in the public, will also see some of these things coming back, but you need to avoid controversies if you are into media. Libra. Now in case of Libra, Mars in Punarvasu will be in the 9th house. This brings back the lost faith. This brings back the lost trust. So if you have lost trust or faith in something or someone, you will see that slowly you will gain back. It's a very good time for relations, marriage, business, or any other relation where you have lost trust. Mars in 9th house will create a duty-bound relationship, and because of the understanding of the duty, two things will come together. So it's a transit of teamwork and not isolated actions. It's a time when people who are willing to marry will get married and might get a prospect partner. Also, sometimes a relation is lost. A lost relation might come back, possibly. It is an indication, but everything is in our horoscope. But indication is that a lost relationship might come back if that is your destiny. This also means that you will also meet your destiny and you will get to know why you are here in this planet. Just you need to be spiritual and you have to revive that spirituality in your own mind. Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So now your ascendant lord is in Punarvasu, but it is in the 8th house. That means the revision will happen, but then you'll be forced. It will be a sudden change that will come in your life, which is good for you, but initially you might provide resistance. So for you, the recommendation is that go with the flow and focus on your core strength. Focus on your books, on your investments, on the insurances that you have made. See if there are unpaid bills. Have you forgotten something? Try to remember the pending task and first complete all of them. Try to organize your life, compartmentalize your life, and try to bring more structure. Because this is a transit that it will, through chaos, it cleanses you. It's a transit of detoxification. So focus on the same theme. Sagittarius. In case of Sagittarius, this transit is going to bring back the lost charm in your marriage. This transit will bring back the lost trust in your business. This can revive a lost business and can bring hope. There's a transit of hope for you. This Mars focuses on your ascendant, your 2nd and your 10th house. So it's also a transit where your wish will be fulfilled out of nowhere and you might get a lot of finances. Jupiter in the 5th house also works in favor of this transit, but then you will have to avoid greed and you have to also focus on your health. Try to take the suggestion of people around you, learn from circumstance, and in marriage, try to be very cooperative. Dominating behavior will be very harmful in the long run. Capricorn. In case of Capricorn, Mars will be in Punarvasu Nakshatra, but in your 6th house. Now, this can be slightly difficult for you because this means that you may be ignoring few responsibilities and now you will have to focus on that. You may have been ignoring your health issues, now you will have to focus. So this transit is to bring your focus back to your core areas if you have lost the track. But if you are exactly doing what you are supposed to do, then you will see that the clearance of the toxicity, the clearance of the prarabdha karma will accelerate during this time, and you will see that debts will go down. This will reduce the negativity, and this will also bring out the hidden enemies right in front of you so that you can understand the situation and act accordingly. But remain humble, do not indulge into fights. Good time to win court cases. Few old cases might reopen during this time, so you will have to be very alert while Mars is in Punarvasu. Aquarius. For Aquarius, Mars being in Punarvasu means Mars transit in your 5th house. 5th house Punarvasu Mars is actually going to be very helpful for you. This will increase your productivity. The tasks that were blocked will now start working. It will initiate a new life process. So overall, it's an excellent time for you, because Mars, which is extremely important planet for you, also rules your 3rd and 10th house, rules your karma, rules your potential, and that productivity is increased. So you will see that you will move very fast during this time, and life will take a random dynamic approach. Don't lose your track, don't be overwhelmed, but just ride the wave and take the name of Bhagwan Hanuman. For Pisces, Mars transit will be in the 4th house. This is a good time to revive your real estate business. This is a good time to buy a new property, or at least plan a new property, not buy. Good time to focus on reviving your old car, repair, rehabilitation of your home. If you have an old home, maybe repair will be needed, and so you will go ahead with that option. 4th house is also your heart. So this retrograde, this Mars transit in Punarvasu and retrograde Mercury will actually repair your heart. It will bring back the comfort in your life. So you will feel relief. So you can say that this is the transit of relief, and this is a transit of great importance. You have to focus on your words, you have to focus on your food, and you must focus on doing your duty and fulfilling your dharma.